Folks, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Mana. I'm the Mysterious JG. Just installed new firmware. Hope it doesn't break anything. I was hanging around in the, I had a follow-up appointment today, and just while waiting a little few minutes, ended up reading reviews of this game, and yes, it's all like 85, 90% 5 stars, and then 10% 1 star with nothing in between, as seems to be the case with all video games. But yeah, people noted that, oh, great art style, but the game never tells you what the hell's going on or what you're supposed to be doing, which I would absolutely agree with. It's got like, I forget his name, Milne, the guy who did Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it's got like, it has a real fairy book, like children's fairy books feel, with lots of stories that are not really related. There's no overarching theme, just individual characters with little individual stories going on. This idea that somehow the world is in danger, actually, that's my main thing I'm not tracking with. So the story, as I understand it, is that like the world had been destroyed in a past war and it's been reborn, and you're now rebuilding it. And that jives with what we see in the Mana series, with like that's a recurring theme. There's and I don't know. I mean, people have like, here's the Mega Man lore and chronology in one video, and I'll be like, oh, that sounds fun, and then I realize the video is like 90 fucking minutes long. And you got madness like that with Sonic the Hedgehog and even Mario. I mean, Mario fans are a little bit more chill about like, it's just a game, but like, yeah, the Mana series is a bit the same, or the Zelda games. Like, the Mana series is a bit the same way. There's games that count as canon. There are games that are, like, not canon. This is supposed to be canon with the original Game Boy game, the game we know in America as Secret of Mana, and the game that was released in the first time in America as Trials of Mana. They're all supposed to be part of the same universe. So this could take place anywhere, because all of those games have as part of the background that this world of Mana, the power of mana and the mana tree, and like some villain gets their hands on the mana tree, and there's like war and stuff, and ultimately the mana tree gets wiped out and is reborn as a seedling, and this happens continuously. It's like the dynastic cycle in China. It's like, as far as people living in that world who know these things expect it's going to happen again, and it's happened before, and just hope you don't live towards the more tumultuous parts of the cycle. So this game appears to be, it's the very beginning of a mana cycle when the mana tree is about to come back, because it's been gone. But there's also the sense, like, the reviews I'm reading are like, oh, the story's typical fantasy stuff, there's a threat to the world, but you never really feel that connected to it. I don't even understand the idea that there's a threat to the world. I mean, explain if I'm missing. I guess I could read the lore dumps in the library and see. But there's a sense, oh, you're rebuilding this fantasy world. It really has, and this is part I like about the game, this sense of like it's a child's imagination, right? You're just, the world expands in different directions as you have different ideas for stories that would be fun in like a child's nursery. But in fact, the sense that there's this greater continuity isn't really there, and I'm okay with all that. Except that every so often you throw in something like the junkyard where these toys have the spirits of like dead soldiers in them. Even that doesn't bother me too much, because you could see that kind of allegory in children's fiction sometimes as well. I guess the thing that bothers me is just the lack of any main coherent story. Even that, I guess, you could let that go too. I think the main overarching problem I have with the game really is that it never, ever tells you where to go or what to do. And I'm using this walkthrough, and I think without the walkthrough, this would be like the most incomprehensible game ever. Because there's individual bits of good content. But yeah, when you read articles praising the game, they're talking about the art style, they're talking about the music, they're not talking about core game design concepts. For sure. Anyway, now that my every so often I feel the need to do a little review of the game, but no, stylistically, It's great. It really is the closest I've ever come to like playing a child's book of like fairy adventure stories, including because some of those old like how was it Marx Brothers, like the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. There's some pretty dark themes in there, but there's a very childlike presentation. I think this game has that, but it doesn't seem like it's a game that's made for kids because I don't think kids would have the patience to try to figure out where they were supposed to go or what they were supposed to be doing. So, yeah. But what we're supposed to be doing now is getting into the remaining missions we have. Almost all of what's left is the entirety of the Jumi arc. We did a couple of missions related to this arc, but the main Jumi arc is apparently the one. I guess it's the one that's the most fixed in place and hardest to disrupt because this walkthrough that's designed to let you see everything. Pardon me. Suddenly have the. Suddenly felt like almost like I was going to start hiccuping. But yeah, this apparently is the most like difficult to disrupt path because they save it for the end. But almost everything that's left, we have one little side mission that's just a standalone silly mission, and one final wrapping up the entire game mission, which doesn't connect to the other main story threads. What's left is basically the Jumi arc, and when I played this game like over a decade ago on original hardware, God, how long ago was PS1 now? Was this PS1 or PS2? I think this is PS1. So I'm talking like maybe 20 years ago, somewhere like between 10 and 20 years ago playing this game. I remember Niccolo. I remember the Sproutlings. There's like, I remember the style and the vibe and the Dud Bears and the music was beautiful, and I didn't remember many of the stories. The only story I got a little bit of it done and just remember thinking, what an interesting concept. Like, I wish I could figure out what the hell you're supposed to do to advance this story. But the Jumi story was the one that seemed the most interesting. I don't think I ever got to the dragon story with the dog dragoons, and I don't think I ever even unlocked that. And I might have gotten the very beginning of that storyline where the more generic hero guy and the cat lady were both struggling to help the old lady whose life had been drained by the evil force that was also in love with her. That whole storyline, I think I might have played a mission or two of that, and it was just kind of like, eh. But the Jumi storyline, the idea of this species that was going extinct because their cores, like their very essence, was these jewels that were basically they were being destroyed by the greed of others. I remember thinking that was an interesting idea for a story. It's the kind of thing that like a Dr. Seuss would do as an allegory for kids. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I have a feeling it'll be a little underwhelming. I don't want to set the expectation too high. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. But like as an idea for a story, that was like, yeah, that could be kind of neat. So let's see where it actually goes. And to do that, oh, I got to the wrong page here in my walkthrough. Just flipping around. Like I said, I was installing new, did a firmware upgrade for my recording software. So while that was recording, I was just kind of flipping around in this FAQ here. But our next story is, actually, hold on, let's see here real quick. As long as I'm wasting half the video chattering away. We had 1, 2, 3, that's more than I thought already. We've had 3 Jumi arc stories so far. Because I guess some of the earlier stories, you know, 4. Okay, some of these I didn't even realize were part of the Jumi arc. So we had the Wisdom of Gaius. That's not one of them. The Flame of Hope, which I think is the one where Rubius got killed by the assassin lady, who was like a thief. I remember that one. The Lost Princess, I think, is the one where we took that girl up to the top of the tower, and she was kind of like helpless, but there was some like mysterious stuff. I didn't quite understand what was happening, but I was kind of interested to learn more because there was something going on with like her and what was her destiny. And the Looking Glass Tower, I guess that's 2 different quests that were kind of related. And then there's something called I mean, I could go look them up. Drowned Dreams. I don't remember that at all. But our next quest, we're supposed to go to Geo. Oh, well, no, we've got to go to Domina first. I don't know why I'm being so chatty, but let's Let's go refresh our memory on these quests. So we can ground ourselves back in the Jumi arc because that's kind of the main thing that we have left to do. Other than wrap up the whole storyline of the Tree of Mana itself. Which has been mentioned in passing. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to be here. And this is little Cactus's diary. We'll do this. So we've got the Lost Princess fighting a monkey in the caverns and saving a girl. Wow, that sounds like some kind of adventure story. But the girl was really shy and turned red. And I guess that was too much for my master. Flame of Hope. A Popo bug is really long with lots of knobbles, and it's easy to break one Popo to make two Popo bugs. You guys heard when a Popo bug is in someone's tummy? The Popo bug? That was the thing where that little leafy creature was complaining about the Popo bug, but ultimately it was like like somebody was stealing its leaves. But then they kind of they went a little farther than that when they just fucking murdered a dude and stole his heart. I heard the basket fish is a weirdo and has attitude problems. He should try harder if he wants to become a human. I think I'll try harder too. Okay, I guess that quest with the basket fish had something to do with the Jumi. I kind of forgot about that having a Jumi connection. Whatever. We've wasted way too much time in this video before getting to the main thread of the story. So we're actually not going to Geo yet. We will be going there, but we've got to go to Domina first because we're going to actually go talk to, what's his name, Elazul? We've met this guy fairly recently, and he asked us to help him search. He mentioned his friend was missing, and we wished him luck rather than helping him search because we were on a different quest. But that's the guy, and telling him we will help him search for his friend is what will continue the Jumi quest. I'm looking for friends. Yeah, good luck, buddy. I will offer to look with him. I would be grateful, but you should stay away from us, or ... Maybe I better not go. Come on, let's go. I am grateful. Interesting. The one quest we had with him earlier, he came across as kind of a jerk, Elazul here. But I think his deal now is he's, things are going really bad for his people, and he's trying to avoid pulling other people into the problem. Ah! You! I'll kill you. Elazul! What? Don't want me. I'm not Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? I had a feeling I might get left behind. Are you going somewhere? Yeah. Do you want me to stay here? Yeah. That's not fair. I'm going to plan your birthday party. We're going to throw pies in your face. What do you think, I'm Nanba? I'm going to be impressed by that plan? There's no other choice. It's too dangerous for you to come, right, Avatar? Right. It's dangerous here, too. Wow. Interesting. This actually does seem like something we have to figure out. Tell Pearl that the bar is also dangerous. She'll go... Oh, okay, interesting. It's dangerous here, too. We do want to tell her that. Perhaps you're right. Stay at my place or say nothing. I'm so happy. Thank you. I'll go get settled in. Alright, so we've got... Oh, she was blushing pretty mildly. You just... Wait a minute, you just moved in with my girlfriend? She is in need of things like a home, a family. Oh, that's rather sweet, actually. I guess we got a new... She can hang out with Lisa and Bud's corpse. Now I kind of want to go back and see them there all together, but that is not the next place we're supposed to go for the fact. We're supposed to go to Geo and the Academy of Magic to see Esmeralda. We have to make sure it is not Gnome Day or Undine Day. Oh, it's going to be another one of these where the days matter. Okay, just make sure it's not Gnome Day or Undine Day, and then go to the library. At the library. At the library. God, it's been like 40 years since I've watched that show, but Maybe not quite 40 years. But that might be a little bit of an overestimate there. But there's like, it's weird. I think it came to mind when LeVar Burton was hosting. Whoa. Looks like I did it. Hey. How many times must I tell you, Mudstone? But Mr. Nunaza. Quiet, Mudstone. I wish I remembered how I made him talk before. That girl, could she be? No, it's not possible. So I don't know what day of the week it is. Yeah, I think it was LeVar Burton hosting Jeopardy. I had flashbacks to Wheel of Fortune. What the fuck am I saying? Reading Rainbow. Which I watched as a kid. And there's like 2 or 3 things from Reading Rainbow I remember. And they all came back, and one of them was the library song. Alright, so let's stay, because I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't know why I went off on a little thing about Reading Rainbow either. It's Dryad Day. Is that one of the 2 days I'm not supposed to come here? Okay, I can do it today. So I want to go talk to Esmeralda in the Academy of Magic, and then come back and do it on Gnome or Undine Day. So even though you'd think that huge building at the top was the Academy of Magic, that's actually the Palace of Finishmance Art Collector, and now is actually apparently property of our old friend Niccolo. We could conduct an experiment if Nizak wasn't here. See, I don't remember if you're Esmeralda or not. Don't remember which of these characters is which. I am Nunazak, Conjurer Extraordinaire. It's not like Nunazak. It sounds like it's some kind of like deep blue type computer for some reason. I don't know. Principal's office. I think I've missed this room's existence. Magic is everything. Hello. I suspected you were a Jumi. I'm the Lapis Knight Elazul. I'm scouring the world in search of Jumi. Wow. What are you up to, Esmeralda? Okay, it's her I'm supposed to talk to. I'm sorry, Mr. Principal. These people just walked into your classroom and started talking to me. Sorry for interrupting your class. Don't worry about it. I was apologizing to the instructor. I've got class today. Let's meet at the library some other time. Maybe on a Gnome Day or Undine Day. So why wouldn't I just... Okay, I don't know what would have happened if I'd met her without doing this first, but... Fair enough. At least it tells you if you meet her on a day other than Gnome Day or Undine Day when to come back. So by the standards of this game, they're being fairly good, except... It is a case of, like, you know, why would I come in and talk to her? Why would I have him in my party, particularly? I wouldn't know there was a reason, blah, blah, blah. I've made the complaint before, and I'm going to keep repeating it. Viance's teaching today. I want to go on an adventure. Come with me. Yes. Say goodbye to your buddy. We won't be going along. We won't go along. No. Fine, this place is so bad. Yeah, I risked disrupting everything. I was just curious about how that would work. Alright, so let's get back to... Let's say Dryad Day or Undine Day, I guess it was. This is not the right place. And I will grow up until all hours, so you're welcome to stay till morning. Fist till morning. Would want that. Undine Day, okay. Fighting off, yards. least now it's like, well, what's happening? Why is this scene happening with Nunuzak and the girl? And it's because, oh, just having Elazul in the party, he like that happened so that his chest could flash and he could be like, she's one of us. I am Nunuzak, Conjurer Extraordinaire.
Oh, Elazul.
Quiet, Mudstone. This isn't a battlefield. You don't have to yell. Mudstone. Yes, the useless Mudstone. Jumiko was once prized for their great magic. Oh man, he's an asshole, isn't he? Once upon a time, mages declared open season on Jumikors. But those things are about as much use as rocks these days.
Wait, Mr. Nunuzak, not in front of visitors.
The ancient texts describe their incredible powers. They say how the cores could heal any wound and were the source of immense magic. This is my little apprentice, but she's just a worthless mudstone. Why you?
Woo.
Why don't you stick up for yourself? Any real Jumi would. Why you gotta be an Uncle Tom?
Because he's right, and if everyone thinks I'm a mudstone, nobody will want my core.
It's actually... I guess that's a good point, but no, that's still kind of Uncle Tom behavior.
Let me ask you something, Elazul. Are you more of a Malcolm X Jumi or a Martin Luther King Jr. Jumi? Martin Luther King Jumi. On your travels, have you seen anyone who looks like me?
Green hair? It's not that uncommon in Japanese fantasy. No, how about you, Avatar? No, I saw someone. I think I'm supposed to say I saw someone, but I can't think of who it would be. There's a lot of characters in this game. Change the day and find her in the classroom. Change the day and see her in the library again. Offer to help her find the course. I feel like we've probably seen someone. I saw someone.
That's a lie. I can read minds. You don't fool me. Just kidding.
Are you looking for someone? I guess I was supposed to say no.
Yes, my sister. Sorry, I want to be alone for a while.
As you wish. I don't think I heard anything by lying to her, but... The Lucky Clover. Something in Clover over and over. Crimson and Clover. If there's anything I can do, just ask. I figured I saw various characters with weird fantasy here, but like they were all like sirens or mermaids or something.
Please give me some time alone.
I think we're just supposed to come back on the daily now. Oh, Nunuzak's back. Oh, I'm Nunuzak, Conjurer Extraordinaire. Apparently it's not a problem, but Elazul tried to murder me. Also, I talk a lot like Elazul. I guess I should have come and talked to you after we beat up Nunuzak, and he disappeared, but I did not think of that. Sorry, Carl.
Alright, no school today. No school today.
Apparently we are automatons. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Found that out as part of the Rachel quest, which is still the weirdest fucking thing in this game so far. As I record this, the Rachel videos have not gone public, and I've only got like 2 or 3 people who are commenting on this series anyway, but I wonder what you guys are going to make of that now. At least one person watching this series and occasionally commenting already has memories of it from like watching his kids play it years ago, but...
We're open all hours, so welcome. You're welcome to stay till morning. Stay till morning.
Like, there's one Love Fist song on the radio in Vice City, and that's not it, but they play like a tiny clip of a song whose refrain seems to be Fist Till Morning. Just to give you an idea of what that band is about. I'm only thinking about flowers and moon. Guess it's so hot, dude. That is not what I meant to do. It's not down there, man. We could do an experiment. What sort of experiment should I perform next? Never mind, still nothing happens with that guy. And, she ain't here, so let me see, did I do something wrong, or you just gotta keep coming on all different days? Change day and find her in the classroom, then in the library. Okay. So she's gonna be in the classroom. Probably getting taught by Nunazak, who's probably telling her that she's a filthy little mudblood. I need to watch the Harry Potters with riff tracks. It's such a long freaking cycle, and by the time I'm done, you're kind of exhausted with it, but oh, those movies are so much fun with riff tracks. The whole scene where Hermione gets really upset because, what's his name, the little fucking Nazi kid, Malfoy called her a mudblood, and they're explaining in a later scene with the big hairy dude, how mudblood is a terrible term, because, you know, Harry Potter's like our viewpoint character. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So people have to explain all the wizard world stuff to Harry, and it's like, mudblood's a terrible term. It's something used by people who are racist against muggles and people who are half muggle, half wizard blood and whatever. And so later on, casually, they just have Hagrid, it's just, Hermione gets upset about something, and they just have Hagrid just kind of, you know, offhandedly say, oh, cool, calm down, buddy. It's very funny stuff. The most powerful magical attack is one in which you make the enemy laugh. Yeah, okay, we got this already. It's hilarious, I'm sure. You look troubled.
Yeah, some guy keeps interrupting my school. I am a little... I have a favor to ask. But not of you.
Of Avatar?
Come to the library on a Gnome or Undine day. You too, Lazul. I want to ask Avatar out, and I want you to be there to witness it. Avatar, I'd like to ask you why you lied to me about seeing someone like me.
I thought, like, amongst all these quests we've done, we might have seen somebody that we were supposed to be thinking of at this moment. I mean, we've seen other Jumi.
Hello, we're the Romans. Would you continue to select yes from the menu repeatedly before we finally let you stay like you asked?
And so we shall. Alright guys, it was a particularly chatty episode, and it took me a while to get going, but we're finally into this Jumi quest. And we've got a few more Jumi quest things to do before we wrap up the total Jumi plotline. So we will continue this story next time, and I hope you're there for that. Catch you then, guys. And remember, nobody will want your core if you tell them it's a mudstone.